Hey guys, check it out. We have the brand new 2022 Golf Mark 8 GTI and of course the Golf R. In this video from the Chicago Auto Show, we're going to do a complete walk around with Andre behind the camera. So Andre, let's get going with the GTI. Now unfortunately, the regular Golf, and Andre, you're a big VW fan, is no longer coming to the United States.
Oh.
But these two cars are as close to the European versions as you can get. Once upon a time, like the European Golf R and the American Golf R were very different, but now they're very similar. And guess what, Andre? They're both built in Wolfsburg, Germany.
Wow.
Yeah, so let's start with the GTI. What do you think of that little light pattern?
I think it looks like an insect. It's really cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. And get this, dude, you can get both cars in a manual or the DSG. So the choice is yours. Do you want to roll your own gears or do you want to get the, well, let's face it, the DSG is going to be quicker and it's going to actually shift better than you can just because, well, computers can do that. All right, in terms of pricing, Andre, this one is just under $30,000 and under the hood, you've got, of course, a turbo that puts out 241 horsepower. So let's kind of do a walk around. Let's show them the new GTI, and then let's look at the Golf R.
Very traditional shape, I would say.
Yeah, why don't you go around and then jump in the passenger? Come on in, dude. Check it out. This happens to have the DSG. Look at the shifter. Look how cute that is. Look at that.
Oh, that's small.
It's like a little toggle switch, Andre.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I'd rather have the manual, but nevertheless, it's pretty cool. Of course, now you've got full digital instrumentation. You've got this really, I love it, dude. This really hefty and big steering wheel, and you're going to need that because you're going to be putting 241 horses through the front wheels only, since this is a GTI. You know, the great thing about Volkswagen and the Golf and the GTI and the Golf R is they invented the hot hatch segment, right? And so they keep refining it and making it better. I mean, look at these seats. The contour, the material, the stitching on the side, it all just says, you know, I'm practical and yet I am super sporty. And I gotta tell you, as a big guy, I am very comfortable in here. A lot of this feels next generation, right? You've got basically a much more modern layout, a much more colorful infotainment, right? One of the things about Volkswagen is that these used to be very black and white, and of course now they're very colorful. Following in the ID4's footsteps, you've got these kind of touch-sensitive controls with, of course, your assist there, your driver assist. Let's turn that off. And then, of course, you know, your full suite of different ambient lighting modes. So which one you want? You want Infinity, Desire. Let's do Desire, Andre. Ooh, no, turn blue.
No, I want Vitality. Can you
want Vitality? All right, let's do Vitality.
Oh, yes.
Look at that. Does it change the instrument cluster? Let me go to Desire again.
Can you show the more close?
All right, this is Desire. That's Eternity. This is Infinity. And of course, the one that everybody's going to want, Euphoria.
Whoa.
Whoa, yeah, it's red. You know, mood lighting has become a big thing in, well, the German automobiles. You're trying to get a sense of serenity in these vehicles when you're driving, and of course me, I'm more about performance and power. So let's look at the rear, at the exhaust, see if that's got, by the way.
Can you fit in the back seat, by the way?
We can try. By the way, look at the key. Got like these little touch-sensitive controls now. It's really nice, actually. It feels hefty. It's got a lot of weight to it. I really like that, Andre. Let's try to sit behind myself. Hold on. Yeah, it's a little tight. I'm a big guy, but that's kind of sitting where I normally sit. I think this is about as far back. I do have headroom. I do like the LED lights. I do like the fact that I've got my own vents and, of course, my own temperature and heated seats, Andre. But still, you know, the Golf has never been a giant car, so this is very European sized.
All right, how about the trunk?
Let's look. Look at those exhausts.
Oh yeah, traditional dual GTI exhaust. That's nice.
Oh, look how that opens. Plenty of room. Look at that. You could fit your son in there.
So this is what Golf is known for in the GTI, right?
Yeah.
The practicality as well.
Yeah, you certainly fit, a couple big briefcases. Suitcases.
Yeah.
A couple golf bags, and your son. He's what, 8 now? How old is
He's
he?
10.
He's 10. There you go. So you can fit a 10-year-old. All right. Speaking of the car that makes my heart go thump thump.
Yeah.
I think it's this one. Show those exhausts.
Whoa, they're huge. Are they real? They look, yeah, they are real. They're real, dude.
Of course they're real. So let's go to the front of it. Let's talk about numbers. This car is about $45,000, and it produces, get this, 315 horsepower. And now, of course, we're talking about an all-wheel drive car versus a front-wheel drive car. So you're stepping up, $15,000 more, but you're getting, the top of the heat, the top of the line Volkswagen Golf Mark 8 Golf R. And what do you think of the styling? Let's give them a show of kind of what it looks like.
Yeah, check it out, guys. So the front end is actually a little bit different. So no more of those little fog lights. And up here, it's kind of a blue line from the headlight over to the grille.
Yeah, what do you think of these blue brake calipers? That's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's a theme. It's a blue theme.
It sure is. All right, let's sit out. Let's sit open.
There are also little lights in here. Oh, this is a manual?
Yeah, now Volkswagen 6-speed manual. Now Volkswagen says that even though this vehicle costs $3,000 more than the outgoing model, that they've added a lot more content. So I'm seeing things like a heads-up display, obviously, Andre. A touch-sensitive control, of course, your full suite of, well, it's not really autonomous driving, but the usual stuff where you can change how far you're going to be from the car in front of you. You also have the same thing, these really beautiful and hefty keys. And now, what was blue? Do you remember? Was that Desire? Or was that Tranquility? I forget.
Vitality? No.
You got this really big
Oh, that's cool.
sunroof. And same, huge steering wheel.
Dude, I love these seats too.
Very comfortable seats with, the R embroidered on the inside. And, a manual, the way that cars are meant to be shifted. And I got to tell you, you got to think that with the ID4 coming, this is going to be the last of the gasoline-powered Golfs. The next generation is probably going to be electric. So if you want a manual, I'd say get yourself one of these, and this will become very valuable because right now the take rate, in other words, how many people buy manual cars versus automatic in America is way below 10%. I want to say it's like, single digits. That's it. So I'm already thinking to myself, 10 years from now when you can't get a manual, what am I going to be driving? And this is certainly one of the cars I would love to get behind the wheel of.
So is this the hottest of the hot hatches?
This is, well, there are a lot of hot hatches in the world right now. But yeah, it's one of the hottest. It's certainly the original hot hatch. And you don't, of course, get that front wheel drive, tear your hands off the steering wheel with torque steer, but you do get all-wheel drive. So if you live in places like where we live in Colorado, this is always a great choice. I've always loved the Golf R. It's one of those just right packages, right? Not too small, not too big, just right. A lot of spirited driving, and I've heard said from the people that have reviewed it, and if you look around here, there's a lot of automotive journalists that actually have driven this already, that it really does drive well. So you'll have to wait till we get behind the wheel of this because I'm dying to put my foot on the clutch and hit that start button, but I think I'd get in trouble if I did that. All right, well, let's wrap this up.
Look at the spoiler too, dude.
Yeah, and it's also got this. Look, this is the new thing now, where you put the name boldly on the back of it, and there is your R. 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 All right, guys, if you are jonesing for a Golf R, especially in this blue, spectacular color, isn't it, Andre?
Yeah.
With the blue brake calipers, the silver caps on the mirrors. Volkswagen says that they'll be available fourth quarter, which I believe is very soon. So yeah, check it out. Once again, we're here at the Chicago Auto Show. We've got more vehicles coming, so come back to TFL Now, where we bring you the latest and greatest cars at the Chicago Auto Show. Thank you, Andre. We'll see you guys again soon.